How's it going, Amazing Blue fans? So I just finished watching Penn State against Michigan. Michigan ended up losing 42-13. And this game kind of culminated what I was saying all season. And so, as always, like, share, subscribe. And I'm just going to get into it. So, if you've been watching my videos all season, on defense, I would say I wonder what they're doing with the 3-3-5 and what will he do when we play better Big Ten teams. This is the second team in the nation, the top team in the nation, one of the top. And the 3-3-5 will work against lower ranked teams and teams that don't have as much talent. Teams that have talent, you can't run the 3-3-5 all game as your base defense. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. You can't do it. And I'm going to tell you right now why. One, because it puts too much pressure on your defense, on your linebackers and your secondary. If you don't have dudes that are going to come up and that are just straight hitters, I'm talking about Sean Taylor, Ed Reed type dudes, it's not going to work. It's not going to work against those teams. You will have to blitz. We're having to blitz, and then the blitz isn't getting there. If you're blitzing and it's not getting there, there's no point in blitzing. So if it's not getting there, you need to get out of that and get in a regular base defense, a 4-2, a nickel, a 4-3. Any of those defenses will work, but you can't. The 3-3-5 is not going to be a defense you can stay in consistently against teams with top talent, top linemen, because they are going to get on your second level. They're going to get on your linemen, are going to get on your linebackers, and they're going to get blocked up. So that's why when you saw McSorley getting all those runs, he ran for 76 yards. McSorley getting all those runs and getting on our linebackers and getting in our secondary. That's because we're in a 3-3-5 and things like that. And our linebackers are getting blocked. You need to be in like a 4-3 or a 4-2, the nickel. You need that extra D lineman, true D lineman, to take up those blocks up front, to take up those blocks up front. Also, we needed to be in zones, more zones. And the reason was because, unlike we've done this year, Penn State's offensive coordinator has figured, okay, work the mismatches. Mismatches is the most basic thing you can do in football on offense. Go at the mismatches. Let me get my speedy running back on a linebacker. Let me get my speedy receiver on a safety, one-on-one. It's so simple, and it kind of boggles my mind that we're not doing that. We don't exploit matchups at all this year, and that's the main thing we should be doing. So Penn State did it to us all game, and that's where pretty much most of their big plays came from, getting their wide receiver on a linebacker. Well, not a linebacker, getting him on a safety, getting Saquon Barkley on linebacker, on Mike McCreary. And they just beat us with it all game, basically. So that's just what I've been saying all year, though. We need to mix in zones. You can't run man all game. You just can't do it on good teams, because they're going to, especially with a mobile quarterback, they're going to exploit the mismatches because we're blitzing. We're not just in man, but we're blitzing in the man. So we don't have safeties over the top. So they get the mismatch, safety on a linebacker, wide receiver on a safety, and they just exploit it. He's going to beat him off the line, and then he's just going to throw it up. It's simple. So even if you have a good blitz, the guy's getting open so fast, the quarterback can still get rid of it. So, besides that, it's just you need to be in zones so you can sit back, watch the quarterback, and you can also be in position. They don't have those certain mismatches. If they do, it's going to take so long for the receiver to get open. The quarterback has to sit and wait, so that gives your defensive lineman time to get there. On offense, it's pretty much the same thing. We're not exploiting mismatches. We kept it close in the first half. Second half, we just really didn't do anything on offense, and that's why the score was 13-40. So there's not really much to say. It's just the thing that really gets me on offense. Change it up. Go get a sense of urgency. Like, you have to have a sense of urgency when you get down. Like, change it up. Let's go to a 2-minute drill. Like, do something to change it up. Like, it's so predictable. But I really don't have too much to say because it is what it is right now. And I would almost love to see, it's almost time to put Peters in. We don't have anything to lose at this point. We're not going to get in the playoff. So you might as well put Peters in. Like, O'Korn's a senior. He'll be gone, so you're not gaining anything by playing him. So you might as well get this guy in, get some reps, and see what he has. He was the number two or three pocket passer coming out in 2016. So let's get him in there and get some meaningful snaps under his belt. Because from this point on, we're just playing for a bowl game. And if you get 6 wins, you're going to be in any type of bowl game. Like, bowl games don't mean anything to me if we're not in the playoff. So let's get this dude in there and get the snaps and see what he has so we can move for the future. Because honestly, I don't know. I don't have any faith in Wilton Spate coming back and being anything special at all. Like, I've lost all faith in Spate. And O'Korn's going to be gone next year, so it really doesn't matter what he does. He'll be gone. So I want to see Peters get in there because nothing else really matters except getting better. Our defense is young, so we're going to have a top defense next year again, and they should be better because they'll be more disciplined and they'll have so many snaps under their belt. But another thing I wanted to say before I just get off of this, I don't like to see us blitz our best linebacker all game. Like, I know you want to blitz, but let Devin Bush roam. He's sideline to sideline, one of our best linebacker and our best tackler. Let him roam and read. I don't like the fact that we were keeping Mike McCrary on Saquon Barkley and everything. Let Devin Bush, when we play a team like that, that's going to be getting their running back all involved in the passing game and everything, you got to put your fastest linebacker on him, and it's Devin Bush. Like, you have to set up, put your players in position to be successful. You got Mike McCrary out there on Saquon Barkley. It's a mismatch every time. He can't run with him. He's 240. He can't run with him. Devin Bush, he can run with him. Not 40, 50 yards down the field, but he can stay with him long enough to where the quarterback will be like, oh, okay, I'm not going to throw there. He's still with him. But McCrary, he's getting beat. He's getting beat so bad that it's like, it's not his fault. He can't run with him. You've got a mismatch and they're exploiting it. So I would just like to see us like get Higdon on linebackers. Use our players and put them in position to succeed on offense and defense. Like, and what's really just making me mad, it's not that hard. It's the most basic thing about offense that you can do is exploiting mismatch. Corner, fast running back, split him out on their slowest or on a linebacker. Downfield, he's going to beat him. You just have to wait for it. So it's just getting mismatches and the penalties. I'm getting sick of the penalties because it's just showing you're not disciplined. I mean, we have a young team, but it's happening all over the field. Like Winovich, he's hitting the quarterback for no reason. He's got rid of the ball, and you hit him 2 seconds after he's thrown the ball. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? So I just want to see, from the rest of the season, I just want to see Michigan clean up penalties and just try to exploit mismatches. Our offensive coordinator, I don't know what he's doing, but he shouldn't be on the staff next year because he's horrible. He's horrible at picking out mismatches. Mismatches is the name of the game for offense, especially when you don't just have dudes that are just ready to play. Like, we have such a young team, that should be the number one thing on offense is exploiting the mismatches. I can't say it enough because it's ridiculous to me. So that's all I really got to say today. O'Korn did what he could for about as long as he could. Once he fumbled that ball and they got it, the game was pretty much a wrap. What I hate about that was he normally jets out the pocket. The guy was blocked, but he was really close to him, so I'm surprised he didn't scoot out the pocket like he always does. He tries to sit in there when he really should have got out of there. So it was kind of funny that the one time he didn't scoot out of the pocket like he usually does, he gets strip sacked. And the game was pretty much over from that point on. So, I mean, we just got to look to the future right now. I'd put Peters in next game. We'll see what Harbaugh says. I mean, there's really no point in going with O'Korn right now. Even if we lose some more games, which we probably will anyway, you might as well get the kid in there and get him some meaningful snaps to see what he has and so he can just get the learning curve going. But that's all I got to say for today. Like, share, subscribe, leave some comments. Let me know what y'all thought about the game and what we did wrong and what y'all think about starting Peters next game and what do you think about the future. So, as always, go blue. It is what it is.